Thank you, Travis. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's regional news. We begin with the story from the Bahamas. Health authorities are investigating a possible case of the monkeypox virus after a foreigner was placed in isolation after showing symptoms linked to the disease. I have been informed that there is a potential case, and I want to make that clear, a potential case of monkeypox in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville said. Media reports said the foreigner is believed to be a man in his mid-40s and is not clear when he arrived in the country. Darville said he understands that the suspected case has been in New Providence for a few days. Additionally, the individual is being treated in isolation and samples were taken and forwarded to the Ministry of Health for further evaluation. The Health and Wellness Minister said while he cannot disclose the identity of the foreign national, he believes the individual arrived in the country on a British Airways flight. Darville said the case appeared to be an isolated one, adding that officials are keeping a close eye on the situation. The doctor, the infectious disease specialists, the surveillance unit are fully informed, and as far as we know, the case is isolated and any possible spread has now been under control completely and cases are being monitored very closely, he said. Symptoms of monkeypox include skin rash, fever, headache, backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, and exhaustion that can last up to 2 to 4 weeks. Now for news coming out of Jamaica. A local family is praying that Jamaican and international authorities will expedite the search for a missing 5-year-old girl who has been separated from her mother while crossing the dangerous United States border through Mexico. The past 48 hours have been traumatic for a Waterhouse St. Andrew family whose communication with their 30-year-old daughter Teresa Wilson, who is detained in the U.S. after being smuggled across the Mexico border, has been limited. Only one of the 2 children who made the May 25th trip out of Jamaica with their mother has been accounted for. Lorna Price, 67, said her daughter made contact on her arrival in the U.S. and informed her that young Melisha Miller, nicknamed Million, was missing. The family has denounced social media claims that the girl may have drowned. We tell you now that Florida authorities are investigating the mysterious disappearance of several members of Haiti's Special Olympics delegation who are missing after they checked into their hotel in Osceola County on Monday and were not seen again. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office identified 6 members of the Haitian Special Olympics soccer team who have not been seen since around 2:30 p.m. at the ESPN Worldwide of Sports Complex. Osceola County is located just south of Orlando, Florida. The individuals are all below the ages of 25. The Special Olympics USA Games released a statement later on Monday, saying 5 of the 6 missing individuals were not athletes and did not have a disability. The 6th has an intellectual disability, per the report. And finally, some international news. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson scrambled to patch up his tattered authority on Tuesday after surviving a no-confidence vote that exposed his shrinking support in a fractured Conservative Party and raised serious doubts about how long he can stay in office. The fact that the vote was held at all highlighted concerns that the people releasing Johnson has become a liability with voters. The scale of rebellion, 41% of conservative lawmakers voted against him, would have led most prime minister to consider resigning. This is not over, said Philip Doon, a conservative legislator who voted against Johnson in Monday's no-confidence ballot. But with Johnson defiantly vowing to get on with the job, the endgame may not be quick. Johnson vowed Tuesday to focus on what matters to the British people, defined by him as the economy, healthcare, and crime. But Johnson faces serious questions about his ability to govern a country at a time of increasing economic and social strain. The no-confidence vote was triggered because at least 54 Tory legislators, 15% of the party's parliamentary caucus, called for a challenge to Johnson following public outrage over government parties that broke the COVID-19 lockdowns. That has brought us to the end of tonight's regional news. Thank you for watching, and back to you, Travis.